York Giants take to the road for a game against the Denver Broncos, which will begin at 8:30 p.m. Eastern Time on Sunday as part of NBC's NFL coverage of Week 6. Only 4 times in their history have the New York Giants lost their first 5 games of the season, so in a media market like this, you can imagine that there is a lot of pressure on Coach Ben McAdoo. The Giants open as a whopping 11.5-point underdog in this game, with a low total at 39.5 points. The Giants' first 2 losses of the season were decisive by margins of 16 points against Dallas and 14 against Detroit. The last 3 have been close enough to be severely bothersome. They were favored last week against the Los Angeles Chargers, but Eli Manning took 5 sacks, and to compound matters, Odell Beckham, who missed time at the beginning of the season with an ankle injury, finally fractured that ankle and is now out for the season. That makes this passing attack considerably less explosive, and now other players have to step up. Not only did Beckham go down with an injury, but there are other Giants receivers who are banged up as well, including Sterling Shepard and Brandon Marshall, both with ankle problems of their own. What this probably means for Big Blue is that they have to find some balance for the offense, and they have had some success along those lines last week as they ran for 152 yards against Los Angeles. However, on an overall basis, they have not been consistent, and Denver comes into this game allowing a microscopic 50.8 rushing yards per game. First down will be critical for the Giants, especially since Denver only allows 2.5 yards per rush. The Denver Broncos had the benefit of a bye week coming off their 16-10 victory over Oakland 2 weeks ago. As usual, the story with them is defense first, and they have yielded fewer yards per game than any other team in the NFL. Undoubtedly, it's going to be a huge challenge for the Giants moving the chains, because Denver has allowed its opponents only 26% success on third down. Denver knows that it is not going to get all-pro level quarterback play out of Trevor Siemian, but all they need for him to do is be good enough. He's been good enough to lead the team to a 3-1 record thus far, and 2-1 against the point spread, although taking 1 sack for every 10 pass attempts is something they have to work on. Thankfully, he has someone like CJ Anderson to take a little pressure off. Anderson is averaging 4.5 yards a pop, and the Broncos seem to have gotten fortunate with Jamal Charles, who has gotten some carries here and there and has a solid 5.3 yard average. The Broncos won't necessarily stretch the field, and the Giants may have a chance to take advantage of that, as they have talented people in the secondary. But even though they have permitted less than 60% completions, they have only 1 interception this season. It looks like Eli Manning will have to take to the air again and hope that he can put together a healthy contingent of receivers. But if he was sacked 5 times last week, he's not likely to get any more relief against Von Miller and company in this one. So maybe we are not going way out on a limb here if we lay the points with the steadier Broncos, as they extend the Giants to 0-6 on the season. Our pick is for the Denver Broncos, even at minus 11.5 points. For our pick and prediction on this game and every other game this week, and a wealth of free stats and information, check out bangthebook.com.